Hello buddies, welcome to Kashi Vidyapeeth. This is Aman Verma, and now I'll be discussing here with you the new recent news. On May 11, Supreme Court has passed a judgment allowing Delhi government to appoint bureaucrats in Delhi. But now, what new step has been taken by the Union government? It has introduced a new part, which is known as Part 4th A. Part 4th A. In which act? There was an act, Government of National Capital Territory of India. See the red line? This act was introduced in 1991 regarding the administration of Delhi. Now, Union government has introduced one more chapter in this act, which is recently known as 4th A. What is this 4th A? This 4th A states that a new committee will be established. What is the committee? This see here the red mark NCCA. What is this NCCA? National Civil Services Selection Authority. This will be established. And what is the role of this authority? This authority will decide the appointment of whose appointment? Bureaucrats. Now, this law has been passed in order to nullify the Supreme Court's judgment. Supreme Court order to what? Supreme Court order that Delhi government will decide. But now, Union government has passed an ordinance. Passed an ordinance introducing an amendment to this act 1991 that there was a separate committee for deciding that. And who will the member in this authority? There will be lieutenant government, the Delhi government, for example, Delhi CM, lieutenant government, and there will be secretaries, two more secretaries, who would vote in order to appoint the bureaucrats. Now, what will happen? For example, Delhi government is voting for another candidate. Secretaries are voting for another candidate. So what will happen? Who will decide? The final decision who will appoint the bureaucrats? The final decision would lie in the lieutenant governor, LG. Yes, the LG will be represented. For example, watch the line. I will show you here. What is written here? See the red line. This commission. See here. This committee will decide by voting. There will be voting, and the lieutenant governor, on receiving the recommendation, will have the discretion to send it back for reconsideration. Means if lieutenant governor thinks that there some might be changes in this recommendation, he will send it back, and after reconsideration, it will be the lieutenant governor who will take the final decision in the appointments of bureaucrats. So the now Union government has again established the whole power, the whole discretion in the hands of lieutenant government. Supreme Court had taken that power from lieutenant government on the May 11th its verdict that the Delhi government will be allowed to choose the bureaucrats. But now Union government has another step. The Union government smartly taken over the Supreme Court verdict. Let's see what happens now. But the news recently that you have to the new committee will be formed, and double CA, which means National Civil Service Selection Authority. And what is happening here? There are the three main points you have to understand here. For example, here, see here. Now you have to focus on the green line. This one. First point: top courts May 11 order nullified. May 11 Supreme Court has passed a judgment. Supreme Court ने क्या बोला था यहाँ पे? The assess judgment of May 11, a constitution bench handed over to the control of services in the national capital to the Delhi government. The same words are written here that Supreme Court ordered that the Delhi government will decide the appointment of bureaucrats. But three posts were excluded. Three departments were excluded. What? Police, public order, and land. These three are the areas where Supreme Court allowed Union government to appoint bureaucrats. And except these, all the department would be taken care by Delhi government, and it will appoint the bureaucrats in that area. Now, what is the second point here? National Capital Civil Service Authority. This would be established. I have previously mentioned that this will contain some members. For example, here, Part 4th A is now added to the GNCTD Act. What is GNCTD Act? Here is written the Government of National Capital Territory. These are the more important act. You have to now note in their proper, make it notes on these proper lines. These are more important. LG strengthened. The move makes the LG final authority who can. Here, see here the line. The move makes the lieutenant government the final authority. Now LG is made final authority, and who Supreme Court had made the final authority? Supreme Court had made Delhi government, but now Union government has now made lieutenant government. There is a benefit for lieutenant government. There is a there is a benefit for Union government for making lieutenant governor final authority, because lieutenant governor is works under Union government. Then there is a benefit of providing the all powers to lieutenant government, and by providing the all powers to Delhi government, it is a kind of उसको मज़ा नहीं आएगा यूनियन गवर्नमेंट को, ठीक है. सो इन डिसाइडिंग द मैटर्स रिलेटिंग टू ट्रांसफर, हु विल नाउ सी related to transfer and posting of bureaucrats? Who will see? Lieutenant government will see. So this was the news. I hope I made it clear.